That song you're listening to is from last year's Christmas album. It's an instrumental piece. This year's album doesn't have an instrumental. Welcome to the chat, Brandy. How is that audio volume? Is it too soft, too loud? Hopefully, this stream's going to go okay. We are having a bit of a snowstorm, and given that my internet is wireless, I'm seeing performance numbers all over the place. So hopefully it'll hold out and we'll be okay. Okay, we're just coming up on 6 p.m. So here we go. Christmas album 2025. We're looking at 14 songs on this year's album. The first 5 tracks are new. The remaining tracks are re-recordings and remastering of songs from 2023 and 2024. The new songs are Heart of Christmas, Find Your Way Home for Christmas Night, Christmas Morning Glow, and Snowballs and Snowmen. So each of these songs has its own details and then a lyric video. So we'll hit each of those as they come. And then when we get to the rest of the tracks, which are the re-recordings, there's little notes as to why it had to be re-recorded. So Heart of Christmas. So the inspiration for this is really the increasing barrage of marketing ads, both TV, online. Everything is just hammering people to spend. And every year in January, the credit card debt statistics come out, and they are always horrid. Unfortunately, the marketing companies and the ad companies really push, particularly parents. It seems that if you want to be a good person, you want to be a good parent, the only way to do that is to spend. The Heart of Christmas takes a different twist, and it's not about how much you spend or how trendy your gift is, but that it's more important to, as the lyric says, you'll hear it, hold your loved ones while you can. All too soon, and this is reflected in a lot of the song lyrics, all it takes is serious health issues or an accident, and you can lose a loved one or a best friend. And if that happens, does it really matter how trendy that gift was or how expensive that Christmas gift you bought them was? It's all fluff. And as the line in the song says, I trade all the gadgets stacked beneath the tree for one more night with those who meant the most to me. So here comes the lyric video.
Storefronts shine like stars with a golden hue, but none of it feels like the old Christmases I knew. No off-key hymns rising from an old church pew, just flashing ads that scream what's hot and new. I used to hear the sleigh bells in my soul. Now I hear spend, 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 and you'll feel whole. We trade peace for boxes wrapped with ribbons of gold, and call it love, but it feels bought and sold. Let's bring it back to hearth fires burning low, to Christmas stories told beneath the falling snow. It's not the gifts that make this season shine, it's love, it's grace, it's hearts like yours and mine. Let's gather close and let kindness lead the day, and find the season's joy we lost along the way. Are packed until folks can barely breathe. Their tempers worn thin like tinsel underneath. We chase the trends, but never chase the light, and miss the magic hiding in plain sight. I'd trade all the gadgets stacked beneath the tree for one more night with those who meant the most to me. We're drowning deep in debt to feel delight, but I'd rather have a hug than something bright. So light a candle for the ones alone, and sing a song that feels like coming home. Let charity be more than just a word. Let love be felt, not just politely heard. Forget the rush, the race, the list, the trends, and hold the ones you love while you still can. The heart of Christmas isn't bought or sold. It's found in warmth when hands and hearts unfold. The heart of Christmas just can't be bought or sold. It's only found in warmth when hands and hearts unfold.
I really hope y'all enjoyed that one. That was the first track that I laid down for this Christmas album, and it really has a special place. Once I got going, I sort of started picking up other ideas for songs. This one called Find Your Way Home for Christmas. And this song's really inspired by a road trip I took a couple of Christmases ago, driving down some interstate in the U.S. and looking at all the trucks going by, and you've got license plates from, Arizona, California, Colorado, and I'm driving in New York. and thinking, I wonder if these drivers are forced to give up their holidays because they're forced to do these long haul truck hauls. So the lyrics really delve into the importance of taking every opportunity you can to spend time with friends and family while you can. And that leans back to what I said in the previous uh, song. You know, a lot of people, and I confess I'm one of them, always figured, you'll have time. You're busy. You'll have time next month, or meet these people next year. But all it takes is one unexpected turn of health, or a tragic accident, and that opportunity can disappear forever. So this is why the song says it's important to find your way home whenever possible, not just when it's convenient and easy.
I've been gone far too long, out on this lonesome road. Miss my daughter's recital, her fingers on that keyboard float. My boy starred in the big game, a hat trick hit the mark, but I was 1,000 miles away, and it's tearing at my heart. Christmas lights are calling, they're shining in my mind. I'm planning to get home, leave this wandering behind. But the fear's creeping up, what if it don't work out again? Another holiday missed, and I just can't face that pain. Christmas is for family, for friends and fireside glow. In a perfect world, that's all we would ever know. But life don't always listen, it pulls you far from home. Still I'm praying this year that I won't spend it alone. Videos, chats, and texts, they only keep us holding on, but they can't replace the warmth of being where I belong. Thinking back when I was a kid, even when times were lean and tough, Mom and Dad made it magic, being with them was always enough. So I'm making up my mind, no matter what's in the way. Gonna get back to my kin, gonna be there Christmas Day. Time's too precious to waste, and life can change in a flash. Ain't waiting for tomorrow, I'm done with missing the past. I rolled into the driveway, snow falling soft and slow. Family arms wrapped around me, hearts all aglow. We're laughing by the tree, singing songs beside the fire, together at last, with the love that lifts me higher. No matter what the world throws, no matter how hard it seems, make the time for your loved ones, hold tight to those dreams. With a fire in your heart and the will to see it through, find your way home and make a family Christmas come true. With a fire in your heart and the will to see it through, find your way home and make the family Christmas come true.
So there we have it. Next up is Home for Christmas Night. And I realized as I looked at the songs I wrote in 2023, 2024, and sort of the first songs of 2025, that a lot of the stuff I was creating was themed around sort of the stress and the angst of being separated from friends and family at Christmas. And I realized if I kept doing this on the album was going to be depressing. So I started to look at, let's start creating songs with a lot lighter fare. So Home for Christmas Night is the first of those. And it's a song that sort of celebrates being home on Christmas Eve, um, with family, good food, good friends, and everybody just enjoying being together for a wonderful evening. And this is one of the songs that's difficult for me vocally because the way, particularly the chorus, runs all the lines together with little or no pause. And the reason for that is that many years ago, I strained my vocal cords very badly and they never really healed properly. Um, entirely my fault. I mean, I used to sing all the time, had no vocal training, so I didn't know about things like proper warm up and so forth. And I was learning a song that I'd heard somewhere and was in the car, I think driving back and forth to work and just belting this song out over the car noise and the road noise. And suddenly I basically instantly lost my voice. And since then, if I push too hard singing, or even if I'm talking for an extensive amount of time, my voice will start to go. It doesn't just fade; it just goes. And I have to stop. I have to drink something warm. It seems to help. When you're trying to record the vocals for a track, that's a real problem. Now, thankfully, the editing software that I've got is so good at this point that I can record the vocals track by itself in a multi-track environment and record it in little pieces at a time when it's one of these stressful pieces, put them all back together, and end up with something that sounds like it was recorded in one take. And that saves me from having to compromise on the idea I had for the flow of the song and the lyrics that I would have had to have rewritten to make it something that I could have sung in one take. So if you are managing to spend Christmas Eve with your family and friends, think about this song and, as it says, pass the gravy and raise a glass to the season.
Snow's falling soft on the old pine trees, fires crackling low, putting hearts at ease. Gather around the table with candles burning light. We're home for Christmas night. Grandma's in the kitchen, her apron's tied tight, making that cornbread dressing just right. Laughter fills the air, love shining so bright. We're home for Christmas night. Oh, it's Christmas time with the ones we hold dear. Roast meats on the table and hearts full of cheer. Singing old carols by the fire's warm glow. Family and friends where love always grows. Past the gravy, raise a glass to the season. Thank the Lord above for this beautiful reason. Together we're sharing this joyful delight. We're home for Christmas night. Kids are out playing, building snowmen tall, while Uncle Joe strums a guitar in the hall. Mashed potatoes piled up, roast carved just right. We're home for Christmas night. stories round the table about the years gone by. It makes pecan pie, brings a tear to my eye. With every sweet moment, the world feels so right. We're home for Christmas night. Oh, it's Christmas time with the ones we hold dear. Roast meats on the table and hearts full of cheer. Singing old carols by the fire's warm glow. Family and friends where love always grows. Past the gravy, raise a glass to the season. Thank the Lord above for this beautiful reason. Together we're sharing this joyful delight. We're home for Christmas night. The star on the tree shines like heaven's own grace. Every smile around this room lights up this old place. From the biscuits to the pie, every bite feels like home. In this season of love, we're never alone. Oh, it's Christmas time with the ones we hold dear. Roast meats on the table and hearts full of cheer. Singing old carols by the fire's warm glow. Family and friends where love always grows. Pass the gravy, raise a glass to the season. Thank the Lord above for this beautiful reason. Together we're sharing this joyful delight. We're home for Christmas night. So here's to the moments that make life so sweet. Good food, good folks, and the love that we meet. With the snow falling gentle and the stars shining bright. We're home. Oh, we're home. We're home for Christmas night. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yeah. So keeping with the theme of lighter and happier tunes, this one moves from Christmas Eve. A lot of the songs I've written are talk about a lot about Christmas Eve. This one's about Christmas morning, and the inspiration's really simple. It's back to a time when, kids would bounce out of bed with the sunrise, sometimes before, bouncing and screaming at their parents that Santa was here, Santa was here. Some of this inspiration did come from watching an old DVD that I created of family movies. It was one of the very first projects I ever did using Adobe Premiere 1.0. And the scenes, a lot of them were from Christmases when I was just a little guy, running from present to present, tearing open the wrapping, on Christmas morning, wearing my Christmas PJs. And at the end of this live stream is a special bonus video. So if you remember sitting in someone's rec room watching a pull-down movie screen while there was a projector beside you that was clacking and humming, then make sure you stick around at the end of the stream for a trip down into the past in 8mm memories.
The kids come running before the sun's awake, screaming about Santa. It's a 6 a.m. earthquake. Me and Mama stumble, eyes half closed with sleep. Coffee's our savior, strong brew soaking deep. We were up past 3 a.m. wrapping gifts by the tree, playing old Saint Nick, sneaking quiet as can be. Now the kids are diving in, paper flying everywhere, stockings dumped out fast with that wide-eyed stare. It's Christmas morning glow, pure magic in their eyes, tearing through the presents, every package a surprise. With coffee cups in hand, we watch the joy unfold, This Christmas morning, love is worth more than gold. Little Johnny's got a truck, Susie's doll's brand new. They're dancing round the living room, no telling what they'll do. The fire's burning softly, snow's dusting up the pane. These moments with our babies, they won't come round again. Candy canes and tinsel scattered on the floor. The chaos of this morning, oh, we couldn't love it more. Good time's a sneaky thief, the loss of innocence looms. They'll outgrow old Santa, growing up all too soon. It's Christmas morning glow, pure magic in their eyes, tearing through the presents, every package a surprise. With coffee cups in hand, we watch the joy unfold. This Christmas morning, love is worth more than gold. So we hold these memories tight, like embers in our heart. Each giggle, each sparkle, before the kids depart. This traditional Christmas, with its simple family ways, we'll treasure every second of these fleeting joyful days. Oh, Christmas morning glow, it's gone before we know. These little hearts believing in that old Santa show. So we sip our coffee slow, let the moment linger long. For love and childish wonder are the heart of Christmas song. So sip your coffee slow, let the moment linger long. For love and childish wonder are the heart of Christmas song.
I do like that one. So the last song of 2025, the last of the new songs, is again on a lighter theme, and this one's just really silly. It's a song basically about kids outside making snow forts, having snowball fights, while the adults sit inside where it's warm, sipping hot mulled wine and laughing at the kids playing outside. There is a message, and I don't intentionally, I guess, start out to put messages into my lyrics. It just kind of happens. But the chorus talks about like setting aside your phone and your tech to engage in more traditional activities. And that one was inspired by a video, somebody else's, that I saw of a Christmas party. And all the people are standing around, they're talking, they're eating hors d'oeuvres and sipping their drinks. And in the background are a couple of people sitting by themselves in a room full of friends and relatives, looking down at their cell phones, thumbs going crazy, completely ignoring what's going around them. And that kind of thing drives me nuts. And I mentioned this in a couple of lyrics already. It is so quick that people can be taken away from you. I know of someone who just had a friend of theirs experience a terrible tragedy where a young person died of complications from leukemia. So when I see things like people have a chance to socialize with real live people in front of you, your friends and your family, and instead your head down on your phone or your tablet, ignoring everything goes around, I think people are really losing out. And I try not to get preachy about it in the song, but like I said, it is in the chorus for just a little bit.
The
Snow's falling thick in the yard, what a sight. Kids in snowsuits are squealing with Christmas delight. They're building snow forts, stacking walls to the sky. Little Johnny's got snowballs, he's raring to fly. Inside by the window, the grown-ups all stand, sipping hot mulled wine from mugs in their hands. They watch the kids tumble, laughing hard at the show, as snowballs go sailing through the sparkling snow. Put down them phones, let the tech fade away. Grab a sled or a snowball for a real Christmas day. It's old-timey fun with a holiday swing. Snowballs and snowmen make our country heart sing. The big kids are rolling a snowman so grand, 3 snowy balls stacked as tall as they planned. They picked perfect stones for his eyes and his vest, a carrot nose selected, it's simply the best. The kids tromp inside, their mittens all wet, cheeks red as apples, but they're feeling no fret. They huddle by the fire, sipping cocoa so fine, warming up toes by the Christmas tree shine. Put down them phones, let the tech fade away. Grab a sled or a snowball for a real Christmas day. It's old-timey fun with a holiday swing. Snowballs and snowmen make our country heart sing. The family all gathers by the fire's soft light, Christmas tree twinkling in the heart of the night. They smile at the kids, all cozy and near, sharing sweet stories of holiday cheer. Here's to the snow and all the Christmas delights, singing carols and drinking cocoa on long winter nights. With kin all gathered together, our hearts feel the call. Family and traditions make for the best Christmas of all. With kin all gathered together, our hearts feel the call. Family and traditions make for the best Christmas of all.
So that's it for the new songs of 2025. And as I just actually typing in chat, I forgot I had an entire page about it here. But when I started doing this again, I hadn't done any music in years and years and years. But when I started doing this again, which was, I think, Christmas 2023, the tech I had available to me was horrid. I didn't have any kind of studio. I was using a standard, PC gaming headset, with its, built-in boom mic, to create all the stuff that I was creating. And in a lot of cases, the vocal track was so bad that I would actually feed the vocals into AI and have it re-sing the vocals. So I could provide the chords, I could provide the melody, but I couldn't live record any of the secondary instruments. What I had available was essentially like general MIDI synth output. And if we're going back to, like 90s tech, it's horrible, it's tinny, but it's what I had. So in most cases, it was just the AI tools that were just coming out at the time were already capable of producing a backing instrument that was easily 200% better than anything I could output from a MIDI file. And sadly, when I go back and listen to that stuff, which I've now basically taken down because it's garbage, um, it was okay. It was by no means great. Really not up to the quality of anything you would hear on the radio, but I did manage to get some fans. So now I have a half decent setup now. I got better mics, I got mixers. I still have to put up with background noise, so ringing phones, dogs barking, and other stuff going on that will ruin a recording in an instant. Now, obviously, if I had a dedicated and soundproof studio space, I mean, the production quality would be a lot better. But by sacrificing essentially labor, 6 to 10 hours per song, going over and over and over recordings, I do manage to get enough takes or pieces of takes that I can pull them into the editor, splice them together, and get an acceptable work product. And I would like to hope that in the end, the songs themselves, which, like I said, I work very hard on the lyrics, work very hard on the music, will make up for any deficiencies in the recording quality or from having to splice together pieces of tracks. So all the songs in the next section are stuff that I originally recorded in 2023, 2024. A lot of them, like I said, I'm embarrassed now to listen to some of them. Um, so I've re-recorded these from scratch. And in the re-recordings, I've been able to do huge changes in quality by essentially dumping the parts that used to be filled by AI. So basically, the only thing that's left in my songs that's 100% AI generated are the drum tracks. I don't have a drum machine or any kind of decent drum synth. And trying to piece together drum tracks in MIDI sounds absolutely gross. Um, so again, I will take my music, I will throw it into an AI tool, tell it to build the percussion and drum track, pull it back out, strip out everything I fed it except the percussion and drum track, and then stick in my own bass, my own keyboard, my own strings, my own fiddle, um, and then mix it all back together. Um, and it generates now what I think sounds amazing to my ear. It's the kind of thing that I would fully expect to hear on, on somebody else's, Apple Music or Spotify content. Some of the songs in this list, and I think I make notes, I wasn't happy with the original lyrics. In two cases, I wasn't happy with the original music style. So I actually changed two of the songs from sort of straight country to bluegrass, which I think actually sounds really cool now. And in some of them, when I first wrote the songs, I was kind of locked into the, intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, outro. And that did two things. First of all, it made a lot of these songs like 5 minutes long. And according to the trends, 5 minute songs don't get played. You're aiming for a song sub 3 minutes or just over 3 minutes if you want people on TikTok and stuff to pick it up. So I've restructured a lot of the songs I had. Instead of verse chorus, it's verse chorus. So two verses, a chorus, two verses, and then either a bridge or another chorus in the outro. And that has radically dropped the length of a lot of these songs. So what do we got here coming up? Coming Home for Christmas. So this is the first of those re-recorded remastered songs. I should point out the songs have been remastered by a service called masterchannel.ai. And they actually took an award-winning live guy named Wes Clark who's like a multi-gold, multi-platinum uh, holder for songs for all kinds of, amazing musicians. And they had their AI analyze all of his mastering process. And when they interviewed him at the end of it, he actually said he was blown away by the AI doing things that even he wouldn't have been readily able to do, because it can mirror so many of his processes so quickly, that it really does, in some cases, he says, like, as good or a better job than he might have in a fraction of the time. And that's pretty damn impressive. I believe they're a Swedish or Spanish company. I don't remember. So all of my mix downs now go to Master Channel to be mastered by their digital AI mastering. This song in particular was one of the first ones I made, and it was a somewhat personal anecdote based on a history I had with a previous employer, someone who was very abusive of the willingness, or maybe even the not willingness, of their staff to work ridiculous long hours while the company was making money hand over fist. I know I did a job for that company once. They were billing the client, I think, $280 an hour for my work on a weekend. I think it was a long weekend. And I was getting straight time, no overtime, for working something like 72 hours straight. And the employer very much had this attitude, like, if you don't like it, quit. And unfortunately, there's a lot of employers out there like that, and they know full well their employees can't just pack up and quit. So all the time I would have friends and family who, as I have in the song, say, just screw the company, take your vacation, leave them hanging. But it was not something I could ever bring myself to risk doing. I guess the only revenge I have now is that the company in question is out of business, completely irrelevant now, and nearly forgotten, and I'm still around. When I had recorded this song originally, it was done by a 100% AI vocalist. I actually used a female AI voice to sing this song. That song's now been taken down due to the changes in how you copyright AI stuff. That's no longer acceptable. And like I said, it's one of those where the quality was terrible anyway, and I would have taken it down even if the copyright rules hadn't changed. So here's one re-recorded with all my stuff except for the drums. And if you happen to know anybody in the same boat, feel free to pass it along.
It's December 23rd, and it's softly snowing tonight. I'm miles away from the ones I wanna hold so tight. The twinkling lights of this hotel and the in-room fireplace simply can't compare to the warmth of your embrace. We were supposed to be done early and lots of time to go, but last-minute problems have now stopped the show. Boss man says we need to push on through the night, but how can I ignore it? Means I'll miss my flight. I'm longing to be home for Christmas with my loved ones near. It's where I belong, but there's so much work I can't get clear. I know it just won't happen, and I'll be stuck here all alone, but I just can't help but dream of coming
coming home. Every day we work so hard, and we never hear thanks. The company gets rich, and the boss takes a bonus to the bank. Friends say I should stick it to them, leave them high and dry, take my great vacation, and home I should just fly. You're needed far too much, they say. The boss can't retaliate with a mortgage and bills to pay. That's a risk I just can't take. December 24th, and I worked all through the night. The work is finally done, and I can still get on a flight. The boss thanked me for my hard work and put a bonus in my pay. It must be a Christmas miracle, I don't know what else to say. I'm heading home for Christmas to my loved ones dear. It's where I belong. From work I finally did get clear. I thought it wouldn't happen, and I'd be stuck here all alone. I can't believe my dreams came true, and I'm finally heading home. My dreams came true, and I'm finally heading home. My dreams came true, and now I'm finally home.
That's still one of my favorites. So, this is a 2024 tune. Santa Claus is Coming. And it has sort of a honky tonk feel I was kind of aiming for. And it's, basically light fare. Kids heading to the mall to see Santa, how long the line is. This version has much better studio quality. My fiddle work is radically improved. The original version, I think the fiddle was constantly off key. And no matter how much I tried to auto tune it, it still sounded horrible. I also worked in a small amount of country pedal steel guitar. I love the sound of pedal steel. But it's still very much a work in progress. Pedal steel is really hard to reproduce properly. And if you've ever watched any of the YouTube videos on like how to play pedal steel, you will instantly see why it is so difficult to reproduce in MIDI. It's a really unique instrument, which is why you don't see a lot of people playing it, and certainly not a lot of people playing it well. If you want to hear really good pedal steel, listen to any of Vince Gill's work with Paul Franklin, like the album they did together called Bakersfield. Paul Franklin has got to be one of the best pedal steel players in the world, as far as I'm concerned. My synthesized pedal steel, nowhere close.
We're
the mall. It's nearly Christmas time, going to see Santa Claus. Oh, what a line. Got our last minute wishes, we can hardly wait to tell Santa Claus it's gonna be great. Santa Claus is coming with a twinkle in his eye, hauling a big sack of toys as he soars through the sky. Our stockings are hung, waiting for Santa to appear. Christmas can't come soon enough, 'cause we've been good this year. Back home from the mall we head, with hearts full of glee. Need to prepare things for Santa, oh what a spree. Cookies and milk set out by the tree, just right. Carrots for the reindeer to munch through the night. Santa Claus is coming with a twinkle in his eye, hauling a big sack of toys as he soars through the sky. Our stockings are hung, waiting for Santa to appear. Christmas can't come soon enough, 'cause we've been good this year. The excitement's so high, our eyes can hardly close. We snuggle in bed, needing to sleep, 'cause Santa knows. To dream of Christmas morning with presents and delight, as Santa's Christmas magic fills the sparkling night. Santa Claus is coming with a twinkle in his eye, hauling a big sack of toys as he soars through the sky. Our stockings are hung, waiting for Santa to appear. Christmas can't come soon enough, 'cause we've been good this year. Finally drifting off to dreamland we go, with visions of Christmas and hearts all aglow. Santa's on his way with a sleigh full of joy. Merry Christmas to every good girl and boy. Santa's on his way with a sleigh full of joy. Merry Christmas to every good girl and boy.
Well, I had a little bit of streaming glitch there in the middle of that song. One of the disadvantages of living out in the boonies by a lake in the middle of nowhere with no wired internet is that I'm sort of at the mercy of severe weather. So, of course, the night I decide to live stream, it decides we're going to get a major snowstorm. So, hopefully, it wasn't too bad. I will post a complete recording of this entire live stream, possibly without the commentary, if anybody missed it and wants to listen to the album. Of course, the album is available right now on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music, I think Napster, Pandora. It's everywhere you can basically stream. It's out there. It's out there right now. I'm still catching up on the synchronized lyrics, which are available on Apple. If you have the new Beta OS, you can actually karaoke to it. Um, but the album is available right now for purchase or streaming on all of the major services. I jumped the gun. I'd already transitioned to the next side and didn't talk about it. So Christmas Back Home, another song from 2024. A lot of the lyrics from this song come out of my memories. Things like how everyone would gather around the phone at Christmas, waiting for your distant relatives who would sort of all gather together and make the long distance call together. And that phone was a black rotary thing that was attached to the wall with a really long handset cord. Cordless phones, cell phones, tablets had not been invented. The TV was never on when the family was socializing. Sometimes there would be a radio tuned to the local country station. Very rarely, maybe an actual album playing, but usually a radio station playing Christmas tunes. And if there was a TV going, it would be because the kids were relegated off to like a basement rec room and they were watching, the good old stop motion animated Christmas specials like Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, as time passes, these memories fade. And unfortunately, many or most of the family members in those memories are no longer with us. But there's still really good heartfelt memories of Christmas Back Home. This is a slower piece. The tempo is quite relaxed. So I made a real extra effort to get really smooth lead guitar, really smooth fiddle work. And the speed made it easier to do that than some of the other pieces, letting me stack, in some cases, multiple fiddle tracks. And I hope you enjoy it.
Snowflakes fall on the old town square. Lights twinkle bright, there's magic everywhere. I see the faces I used to know, memories of Christmases long ago. Grandpa's chair by the window pane, stockings hung with care, each one with a name. Laughter echoes through the halls as we gather around, answering the calls. Oh, the warmth of home on a winter's night, family gathered round the firelight, songs of joy and tales of old, in that place where love unfolds. Take me back to Christmas back home. No cell phones, no screens inside, just the glow of candles and the firelight. We talk and laugh, share stories anew. In those moments, our hearts stay true. Simple times, simple joys, the wonder of a child with their toys. Watching Christmas classics with the family, wishing we would never ever have to leave. As the years go by and the seasons change, the love shared with family will always remain. So in my heart I will always roam back to memories of Christmas back home.
back to memories of Christmas back home.
I really do like these pieces. They sound so much better now than the original 2024 releases. It's absolutely staggering, you know, what a couple $100 in microphones or mixers or software, what kind of difference that makes in the quality of what comes out. Not to mention that AI mastering is stunning. I mean, there's no way I could pay, $1,000 a track to have my stuff pro mastered. It's just not in my budget. But having the ability to pay a flat fee for unlimited AI mastering, with a really quality mastering product like Master Channel, and they don't pay me to plug their product, but it makes a huge difference. So this track, again, a 2024 tune. I'm not even sure where I got the original idea for this. Might have been one of those weird things that I dreamt. But it was an unusual idea that there's a family and they have this special Christmas tree of dreams where, um, and it was lyrical choices for the sake of rhyming and pacing, that for 3 generations, that every child, when they turn 11, makes an ornament that represents what they want to be when they grow up. And they, on their 11th, the year of their 11th birthday, they get to hang that ornament on the family Christmas tree. And then the lyrics tell the story of 3 of these children and what happens when they grow up. 2 are successful and happy tales, and 1 is unfortunately tragic and sad. But all of them are loving memories that hang from the Christmas tree of dreams. The 2025 version of the song has all new vocals, much better acoustic guitar, all new fiddle work. And this is one of the songs where I was kind of unhappy with the original lyrics. I heavily use a product, and again, I'm not paid to flog the product. It's called Chorus, which lets you write your lyrics, listen to the lyrics with chord progressions and arpeggios that you pick, and has a built-in rhyming dictionary, so that when you're trying to piece together, a standard rhyme scheme, an AABB rhyme scheme, and you're looking for phrases or words that will meet the syllables and the rhyme scheme, it can suggest words that you use. And when I did the song in 2024, I picked something that rhymed just fine. And I finished the song, got it all published, got it posted, and about 2 hours after I posted it and was listening to it, I'm smacking my head as to why the heck did I pick that, word or phrase. And it's one of the dangers of sort of getting blinders. You start an idea, you start a phrase, and now you get the blinders on. Oh, I need something that has to rhyme with that. And getting bogged down and going with something that's subpar, when what I probably should have done at the time, which is what I did this year, was abandoned the original phrase that I was trying to rhyme with in order to get a complete replacement that made way more sense than what I had in the 2024 version. Again, so this is back to sort of it's a heartfelt song. It's not, sort of fluff. And I hope you enjoy it.
in a cozy little home where the fire is warm and bright. There's a tree that tells a story shining in the night. As each child turns 11, for generations 3, they craft and hang an ornament, dreaming of what they'll be. On the Christmas tree of dreams, a child's future dangles, each ornament a story, a precious thing to untangle. Some dreams have found their wings, some face the darkest night, but together they all shine in the twinkling Christmas lights. Julie sought a future as a lawyer or a judge, always fair and thoughtful. She never held a grudge. Now she's in the courtroom, fighting for what's right. Her ornament still sparkles in the Christmas tree lights. Michael wanted to fight fires, ready to save the day. At 21 he did just that, at a house's fiery blaze. 3 children owe their lives to him, his hero dream came true. His ornament shines brightly in the Christmas tree's warm hue. On the Christmas tree of dreams, a child's future dangles, each ornament a story, a precious thing to untangle. Some dreams have found their wings, some face the darkest night, but together they all shine in the twinkling Christmas light. Bobby was the guardian, defending his siblings all. At just 19 he went to war, answering duty's call. He never made it home, making the final sacrifice. Now his ornament's a reminder in the quiet Christmas night. Each ornament's a memory of dreams both near and far. In the glow of Christmas Eve, they show us who we are. From joy to deepest sorrow, each story has its place on the Christmas tree of dreams, this family's sacred space. So gather round the tree and hold your loved ones near, for each ornament reminds us of the dreams we hold so dear. In the spirit of the season, let your heart take flight on the Christmas tree of dreams, shining through the night. In the spirit of the season, go let your heart take flight on the Christmas tree of dreams, as it shines through the night.
So it was Christmas Tree of Dreams. The next track, Snowy Country Christmas. This is my realization of assembling last year's album. That many of the songs had sort of serious underlying messages. Songs like Christmas Tree of Dreams and A Home for Noel, which is coming up, were deeply moving. But if that's all the album had, the overall mood of the album was going to be really dark. So I needed to have lighter fare. So Snowy Country Christmas is just one of those sort of happy songs that I made to lighten the mood of that album. The other one is Christmas Chaos, which you'll hear in a bit. The 2024 version of this song was one of those where, the gaming headset vocal quality was so bad that it just screamed for this song to be redone with proper miking. So this version no longer has that tinny sort of horrible echo like you're singing from the bottom of the well, through a ball of tin foil.
Hey Dave, it looks like it's snowing.
I think that means it's time for a special Christmas song.
Well, shucks. Okay, let's go. The snow started falling just the other night, covered the town in a blanket of white. Kids and dogs run out to play, laughing and shouting on this snowy day. Snowmen stand tall with a carrot nose, scarves and hats, oh how they pose. Snowball fights in the frosty air, joy and laughter everywhere. It's a big snowfall before Christmas Eve, snowmen and snowballs, oh what a scene. Sledding down the hill, feeling so free, a snowy country Christmas so full of glee. As the day turns to night, we head inside, hot cocoa with marshmallows by our side. Gather around the fire, warm and bright, singing carols on this magic night. The kids are tuckered out, heading off to bed, dreams of snowflakes in their heads. Christmas Eve is here, the spirit's alive, in our cozy home, joy and love thrive. It's a big snowfall before Christmas Eve, snowmen and snowballs, oh what a scene. Sledding down the hill, feeling so free, a snowy country Christmas so full of glee. It's a snowy country Christmas, just you and me, sitting by the fireplace beside the Christmas tree. With love in our hearts, we'll hold each other tight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. With love in our hearts, we'll hold each other tight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
See, it's nice to have a fun one. So Christmas Day. So again, a lot of the songs have been about sort of getting home for Christmas or being home on Christmas Eve. And this one is about Christmas Day. So when I first recorded this song, it was an absolutely vanilla country tune. Standard 4/4, no swing, no shuffle. It was as plain a tune as you could sort of record. And the lyrics were fun, but it didn't really, the music didn't do anything for the lyrics. Let's put it that way. So when I was looking at all the songs I wanted to re-record for this year, I thought, hey, what would be cool? Bluegrass. But unfortunately, I'm still learning banjo and my fiddle skills are definitely not up to playing something this fast in real time and basically not constantly messing up. So I used a little trick. I recorded the banjo and fiddle parts at like a quarter or half speed, um, and then sped it up in post processing to get it to the right tempo. Um, so that does have some negative impact on the quality of the instrumental versus like recording it at the proper speed live, in that it compresses expression and similar attributes by squeezing them down. So if you record at quarter speed, then every sort of nuance of the performance gets cut down by, 75% when you speed it back up. But if I didn't use that trick, I would either have to leave out the instruments entirely, or retempo the entire song uh, down to a speed that I could actually play those instruments live. And I'd rather use the trick and put up with a little bit of loss of expression and nuance. Because to me, bluegrass that doesn't have fiddle and banjo just doesn't seem like bluegrass. So here we go, Christmas Day.
On a snowy Christmas morning, the family's all around. Laughter fills the air, joy is the sound. Kids are by the tree, eyes wide with delight, ready to unwrap the magic of last night. Grandma's in her rocker, Grandpa's by her side. Mom and Dad are smiling, hearts open wide. The fire's gently crackling, stockings hung with care. It's a perfect Christmas, love is everywhere. Oh, it's Christmas morning, the family's gathered near, watching children open gifts, spreading festive cheer. The dog is in the wrapping paper, making quite a mess, but it's all part of the joy, we wouldn't want it less. Presents start to open, ribbons fly around. The dog grabs a piece and as often leaps and bounds. Kids are chasing after as the dog runs down the halls. It's a joyful Christmas morning, laughter bouncing off the walls. Wrapping paper mountains, colors bright and bold. Memories are made, stories to be told. The dog is finally caught with a wagging tail. Another Christmas day is done, a future Christmas tale. As the day winds down and the stars come out, we cherish these moments, what Christmas is all about. The dog curls up by the fire, tired from the play, and we thank the stars for another year and another blessed day.
I don't do a lot of bluegrass, but when I do a bluegrass piece, it is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm sort of a fan of "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," um, and those what was it, the Foggy Bottom Boys or whatever it was. I really got a kick out of that. So the next song, "Christmas Chaos," sort of loosely started with me thinking about the song, the fun song, "The 12 Pains of Christmas." You know, and I wanted to do sort of a take on that theme of, the stress of having to decorate for Christmas. So I started to think of, like, all the things that can go wrong. You've lost your Christmas decorations. Your lights are all tangled. You plug them in, they don't work. Your wreaths in the garland, got all messed up when you put them away. you buy a tree and bring it home, it doesn't fit. And then, those inflatable lawn ornaments you bought somehow developed leaks while they were in storage. So this is just a silly, lighthearted song that was part of keeping the 2024 album from getting too dark. For 2025, the vocal and the vocal and instrument quality is significantly improved due to the changes in my recording tech. This is again one of the sort of more vocally difficult songs because of the speed and the lengths of the phrases, as I've discussed before. So here's your tune, Christmas Chaos.
Well, it's that time of year again, the snow is falling down. There's signs of Christmas cheer all over this small town. We gotta decorate the house, deck it out from head to toe. If only we could find the stuff, where did those boxes go? I found the wreath in the attic, but it's looking kinda sad. The garland's in a knot, and it's driving me mad. The stockings are mismatched, but we'll hang them anyway, 'cause it's the thought that counts, or so they say. Oh, are tangled, the bulbs are burned out, the tree's too tall, I'm starting to doubt if we'll ever get this done before Christmas Day, but we'll laugh and sing and find a way. Well, the cookies were baking, smelling oh so sweet, but I got distracted and now they're more like concrete. The smoke alarm's blaring, the kitchen's full of haze, guess we'll be eating store-bought for the remaining holidays. The lawn's looking festive with inflatables so cute, but wait, what's that? A hole in Santa's boot. The reindeer's deflated, the snowman's looking thin, guess it's time for duct tape, let the patching begin. We'll sip some eggnog and take a little break, maybe watch a Christmas movie for sanity's sake. Then back to the chaos with a smile and a song, 'cause even if it's messy, it's where we belong. So here's to the struggle and the joy it brings. Decorating for Christmas is a crazy thing, but with family and friends, we'll make it through and have ourselves a Merry Christmas too. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yeah, there we go. So how'd everybody like that one? That one's a lot of fun. So after I redid that other recording into a bluegrass number, and it did so well, I really liked it, I decided this song from 2024 also needed to be redone bluegrass. And why I didn't think of this originally when I made the song, I have no idea. But again, it was very straight, standard 4/4 country, no swing, no shuffle, and had really fun lyrics. But again, the music didn't do anything for the lyrics. I'm so happy that that other bluegrass song turned out so well that I decided to redo this one as bluegrass. Now the Samick electric bass I would normally be playing on every song is missing here, and it's been replaced with a synthesized wash tub bass. And I said the term wash tub bass to someone, and they had no idea what I was talking about. So for those of you who don't know, here's an example picture of one. I had relatives way up in Northern Ontario that made one of these, and I would inexpertly play it when visiting. So, sort of in the living room, someone would be strumming on guitar, another person be tamping a tambourine, an upside down plastic bucket would suddenly become drums, and then a tin wash tub with a broomstick and a polypropylene rope and a leather glove so that you didn't get rope burn from the rope. You would put your foot on, on the rim. You would then stretch the polypropylene rope using your gloved hand and the broomstick. And with a little bit of practice, you could pluck out, you figure out where your basic, bass notes are for a very simple, a bass pattern, like a 1-5-1-5 bass pattern. And then, when you get really good, instead of just pulling and providing more tension, you could slide your hand with the leather glove down and get different notes. That's the essence of sort of do-it-yourself music, in places that, that didn't have a lot, families, that didn't have money for buying, sort of more than a used guitar. And we still managed to have a lot of fun. So here's the song, Santa's Down in Tennessee, redone as a bluegrass number. I love this song, and I hope you enjoy it.
It started out just like any other normal Christmas Eve. Reindeer harness, sleigh loaded, Santa ready to leave. But this year Santa, well, he was in for a big fright when some good old boys in Tennessee got him in their sights. Santa had been cruising over the Appalachian Heights, coming in low for landing under the pale moonlight. Earl and Cletus were out hunting quail in the midnight dark. Blasted 12 gauge at Santa's shadow, barely missed the mark. When Santa landed by the two, then they realized their mistake. They both apologized to him with remorse that wasn't fake. To get forgiveness and avoid Santa's naughty list paid back, they pulled out 3 whiskey glasses and a fresh bottle of Jack. It's tradition, to leave Santa a little food, a plate of milk and cookies, carrots for the reindeer too. But tonight would be very different, as you can plainly see. The Christmas Eve that Santa got a bottle of JD. Hold a grudge, he could see they meant no harm. So he sat down on a tree stump and soaked up their rural charm. The 3 of them toasted Christmas and the good little girls and boys, getting their presents tonight from Santa's big red sack of toys. It's tradition, to leave Santa a little food, a plate of milk and cookies, carrots for the reindeer too. But tonight would be very different, as you can plainly see. The Christmas Eve that Santa got a bottle of JD. A normal night on Santa's Christmas run had unexpected excitement due to some old boy shotguns. But it turned out okay, and Santa got more than cookies and cream. On that moonlit night that Santa got a bottle of JD. On that moonlit night that Santa got a bottle of JD.
Okay, that's hilarious. YouTube just sent me a notice of a copyright strike on my live stream for my own content. All right. So hopefully we're still running here. A Home for Noel. So this is the last song on the album, and it's a story about a family that's fallen on hard times, and the child writes Santa to ask for help finding a new loving home for their puppy named Noel. Um, this song was directly inspired by a show called Sitting with Dogs on YouTube by a fellow named Rocky Kanaka. Rocky visits local animal shelters out where he lives in California and does exactly what the series says. He sits with dogs and he takes dogs that are shut down and fearful and, sort of cowering in the back of the pen. And he works to bring those dogs out of their shell, knowing that if you don't do something for these dogs, they will not get adopted. In one of his episodes, a dog had been left in Night Drop, which is a place you can bring the dog after hours. And the family had dropped the dog off and left a note explaining that they were in financial trouble and they just couldn't keep the dog anymore, and they needed the shelter to hopefully find the dog a new home. And that's what inspired this piece. The 2025 version of this song is pretty close to the original. Now, I had made a full music video for this, not just the little Capify lyric video. And I was able to tweak that in Adobe Premiere to realign the scenes and the closed captioning with the new audio, since the re-recording shifted the audio track slightly due to a difference in pacing and a slight difference in tempo, just enough that it threw the video audio sync off. So I hope everybody enjoys, if you hadn't watched it, the 2025 version of the video A Home for Noel.
On December 23rd, a letter arrived at the North Pole to Santa Claus from Jesse. On it was written bold. The elves brought the letter straight to Santa's door, 'cause it was unlike anything they'd seen before. Jesse wrote, not for toys or electronic gear, but about the puppy Santa had delivered last year. Santa, I need help, we have to move away. Please find Noel a family where she can stay. Santa, we really need your magic touch to find Noel a home. It means so much. Jesse's heart is breaking, it's so easy to see. Please find Noel a new loving family. At the new apartment, no dogs allowed, they say. Jesse's scared for little Noel. The letter explains, if Noel goes to the shelter, what future will she face? With all the other dogs, would Noel find a place? Santa called his elves, and they worked straight through the night to find Noel a new home and make everything right. On Christmas Eve, Santa would need a solid plan to help Noel and Jesse, as only Christmas magic can. Santa, we really need your magic touch to find Noel a home. It means so much. Jesse's heart is breaking, it's so easy to see. Please find Noel a new loving family. The elves found a place where Noel would be safe and loved. Down the chimney then Santa scooped Noel in his glove. He left a magic stuffed pup so Jesse'd be alright. Then as everyone slept, Santa flew into the night. Now Noel's in a new home, warm and bright. Jesse's got a magic friend to hold so tight. Santa's Christmas magic worked its special part, keeping little Noel safe and soothing Jesse's heart. When times are tough, everyone could use a hand. And it's not only Santa who can understand. Neighbors helping neighbors, you know, can really help. So if you can, spread some Christmas magic yourself. Neighbors helping neighbors, you know, can really, really help. So if you can, spread a little Christmas magic yourself.
So there we go. So that is all 14 tracks of the 2025 album. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And if you've stuck your way through all the way to the end, then we have a bonus video called 8mm Memories. As discussed previously, 8mm Memories was inspired by a project I did, taking some very old family movies, not videos, family movies, filmed with a Super 8 video camera, originally in black and white and then later on in color. Those movies had been transferred to Betamax, if anybody remembers Beta, and then from Betamax to VHS. So they unfortunately did suffer from sort of massive video quality degradation by going from film, and Super 8 film was actually really high resolution considering, and converting it to Betamax, which was, I think, 640 by 350 or something. Called Super VHS, 640 by 350, 640 by 480, Super VHS, Super S video, pardon me, not Super VHS, S video. And then when Beta went the way of the dinosaur, had to convert it from a Beta VCR to a VHS VCR, which went from going from S video down to regular standard video, which was another resolution drop. But after all of that, I managed to get that VHS tape digitized and imported into Adobe Premiere 1.0. And all the movies had basically just been put on videotape back to back to back to back. So I split them up, reorganized them in sort of a sensible chronological order, and then added a music track to it, and then burned it onto a recordable DVD, which was like a very new thing at the time, the ability to make your own DVDs. I still have that DVD somewhere. And I got thinking about those old Who movies as I was working through, redoing the lyrics for these Christmas songs, and got thinking about how much things have changed over time. And not all those changes have been for the good. So everybody having essentially a high def video camera in your hand all the time on your cell phone makes it easy to shoot movies on the fly. But now the stuff that people record and post online has become kind of ridiculous. I mean, how many cat videos do we really need? When you had a Super 8 video camera, you only got 3 minutes of recording. So you really had to think about what you were going to record, because you only got 3 minutes per film cartridge. Then that film cartridge had to be taken and developed, and then you got back like a film reel that you then put through a projector. There was no audio, just straight video. So people didn't put stuff on home movies unless it was a really important occasion. There was no fluff, no movies taken of people showing off. It was major life events, weddings, children's birthdays, Christmas. It wasn't just people running around shooting video for the sake of shooting video of people behaving stupidly. So this song came from sort of that, to be a tribute to the time when quality over quantity mattered. And that leads to 8mm memories. This again is a full video done in Adobe Premiere. A far cry from Premiere 1.0 that I made my original DVD in. There's a lot of stock video in this, all legally licensed, I would point out. So I hope if you remember sitting in a basement, or somebody's rec room watching, a sort of flickering black and white or color, movie being projected by a very loud clacking and humming projector, then hopefully you appreciate this. Enjoy.
Before we all had smartphones, shooting videos in HD, a Super 8 movie camera is what saved our memories. Recording 3 minutes at a time for saving moments dear, with shaky, jittery frames of picture and no sound to hear. No internet for streaming video, no online cloud to share. We'd gather around a roll-up screen in the projector's bright white glare. The film reel spooling through as the projector clicked and hummed. Family stories played upon a screen to let the memories come. Only the best of times, the ones that truly meant the most, made it onto the film reel with no room for waste or boast. Before the world traded out truth and heart for digital ease, we saved life's precious moments as 8mm memories. A little child at Christmas, the family gathered around. Mom in her 60s, beehive hairs, dad pans the camera down. That simple presence grasped in the hands of a wide-eyed child. Looking back at these memories always brings a great big smile. Nearly every birthday party put on film in just one take. Cousins, aunts, and uncles in the kitchen for birthday cake. The first day of school, as her child waves goodbye, Dad captures the moment while Mom tries not to cry. Only the best of times, the ones that truly meant the most, made it onto the film reel with no room for waste or boast. Before the world traded out truth and heart for digital ease, we save life's precious moments as 8mm memories. Now in every hand's a camera, phones in every grip, recording endless videos, no thought, just point and click. Post it quick for all to see, people can hardly wait. With fake titles and thumbnails, it's just so much clickbait. A flood of useless fluff, no substance, just a pointless show. All lost in a sea of trash, where meaning doesn't grow. Text made it all so easy, but cheap in what we save. Memories become diluted in this modern digital wave. Let's turn back time, back to when care framed every scene, when love filled the reel and moments stayed pristine. So ditch the spam, the fluff, and the strive for empty trends. Make videos with true meaning, as if through an old-time lens. Focus on the heart and let love direct your energy. Bring back the soul of those 8mm memories. Let love direct your energies. Bring back the soul of those 8mm memories.
So that's it for the live stream. If you enjoyed this content and would like to support my work, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter at www.patreon.com/DavidTothMusic. If you can't assist monetarily, and I do know how difficult that is for many people, it is completely free to visit YouTube, subscribe to my channel, click the like button on the videos, maybe even post a comment or two. Those things do help massively with the YouTube algorithm, apparently. And although I'm by no means a big enough channel to get any revenue at all from YouTube, poking the algorithm by, subscribing, liking, posting comments, can make YouTube recommend my videos to a wider audience and get me just more exposure, which is always a good thing. And feel free to check out my website, davidtoth.me, where there are blogs and more information on my songs, as well as announcements of anything that's upcoming. or works in progress. And thank you for attending the live stream. Everyone have a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year.